Welcome to one of the most important sections of the entire course. Up until this point, you've been building the foundations. You learned how the business works, how digital products work, how affiliate systems work, how people buy, and how to create real offers. But now, everything changes. Because having a product is not enough. Having a business idea is not enough. Even having a great offer is not enough. If nobody sees it, nothing happens. And this is exactly where traffic system number 1 begins. This module is about attention, because modern business is no longer controlled only by money companies or big corporations. Today, attention is one of the most valuable assets in the world, and social media platforms are built entirely around it. In this module, you're going to understand how social media actually works, how algorithms think, why content goes viral, how creators grow, how faceless brands scale, and how AI allows ordinary people to build extraordinary reach. And honestly, once you understand this, you will never see social media the same way again. Let's talk about something very important. Most beginners believe, if I create a good product, people will buy it. But the reality is, great products fail every single day. Not because the product is bad, but because nobody sees it. Attention comes before sales. Always. And this is one of the biggest mindset shifts in modern business. Because in today's digital world, businesses compete for visibility, for attention, for retention, for interest. That means the businesses that grow are usually not the businesses with the best products. They are the businesses that understand distribution. This is why social media became so powerful, because for the first time in history, ordinary people can reach thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of people without needing television, huge budgets, big companies, or massive teams. And honestly, this is one of the biggest opportunities created by the internet. Especially now, combined with AI. There's a phrase I really want you to remember. If you don't pay for the product, you are the product. And honestly, this explains social media perfectly. Think about it. You do not pay to use Instagram, to use TikTok, to use YouTube, or to use Facebook. These platforms are technically free. But of course, they are not actually free. Because what these companies monetize is human attention. Your attention, your behavior, your interests, your emotions, your patterns. Everything you watch, search, pause on, like, comment on, rewatch, or share teaches the platform something about you. And over time, the algorithm becomes incredibly intelligent. It starts understanding what keeps you engaged, what excites you, what emotionally triggers you, what entertains you, and what makes you stay longer inside the app. Because the longer you stay, the more profitable the platform becomes. That is the real business model. Now that you understand the business model, everything starts making more sense. Every social media platform has one main objective: keep people inside the platform as long as possible. That's it. Because more time inside the platform means more ads, more engagement, more data, and more profit. So the algorithm constantly asks itself one question: what content is most likely to keep this person watching? And this is exactly why some videos explode. Not because the algorithm is random, not because someone got lucky, but because certain content creates stronger attention. Think about the videos that stop you while scrolling. Usually they trigger curiosity, create emotion, teach something interesting, entertain you, surprise you, or make you relate deeply. That reaction is what the algorithm wants. Because when people stop scrolling, they stay longer. And when people stay longer, the platform rewards the content. Now, let's connect everything together. The algorithm rewards attention. So when your content keeps people watching, gets shared, gets comments, gets rewatches, or creates strong engagement, the platform interprets that as people like this content. And what happens next? The algorithm starts showing it to more people. This is how virality begins. Not through magic, not through luck, but through retention and engagement. Let's imagine, for example, you create content teaching parents how to help their children learn English from home. And your video is interesting, practical, emotional, and easy to watch. People begin watching the full video, replaying parts of it, sending it to other parents, commenting, and interacting. From the algorithm's perspective, this is excellent content because it increases platform retention. So the platform rewards the creator with more distribution. And this is why attention becomes so powerful, because more attention leads to more visibility, leads to more trust, leads to more sales opportunities. And this is exactly the foundation of traffic system number 1, viral AI content engine. One of the biggest misconceptions about social media is believing that viral content is random. It's not. Virality is usually the result of human psychology, because people do not engage with content randomly. People stop for content that creates curiosity, emotion, surprise, identification, entertainment, aspiration, or transformation. That's what captures attention. And once you understand this, you stop looking at content emotionally and you start analyzing it strategically. You begin asking, why did this perform well? Why did people stop? Why did they share it? Why did they comment? Why did they re-watch it? This is where content creation becomes much more intelligent, because now you're no longer posting randomly, you're engineering attention. And honestly, this is one of the biggest differences between people who stay invisible and creators who grow consistently. Now let's go deeper. The algorithm is constantly studying behavior, not opinions, not intentions, behavior. It watches what people stop for, what they skip, what they rewatch, what they comment on, what they share, and how long they stay watching. And this happens incredibly fast. Every interaction becomes data. This is why even small moments matter. For example, if somebody pauses your video for a few extra seconds, the algorithm notices. If somebody rewatches the beginning, the algorithm notices. If people consistently stay until the end, the algorithm notices. And over time, the platform starts understanding which content creates stronger retention. That's why hooks are important. That's why storytelling matters. That's why emotional pacing matters. Because attention is fragile. And in modern social media, you are competing against thousands of creators, entertainment, notifications, dopamine, and endless scrolling. So your content must earn attention. Now let's talk about something extremely important. Why do social media platforms feel addictive? Because they are designed around dopamine loops. Dopamine is heavily connected to novelty, reward, anticipation, and stimulation. And social media platforms understand this very well. Every swipe, every scroll, every refresh creates the possibility of discovering something emotional, exciting, surprising, funny, dramatic, or rewarding. And because the next piece of content is unknown, the brain keeps searching. This creates continuous engagement. And honestly, this is why algorithms become so powerful. Because over time, they learn exactly what emotionally stimulates each user. For one person, it might be luxury lifestyle content. For another, fitness. For another, relationships. For another, AI and business. The algorithm adapts to human behavior continuously. And this is important for you to understand as a creator, because successful content usually creates emotional movement, not just information. People remember what makes them feel something. Now let's look at this from a practical perspective. Open your Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube feed. What do you see? Usually, you see content related to your interests, your searches, your behavior, and your attention patterns. If you constantly watch AI content, business content, manifestation videos, relationship advice, fitness transformations, luxury lifestyle videos, dog videos, technology reviews, the algorithm notices, and it starts showing you more of that content. This is why your feed feels personalized, because the algorithm is constantly learning. And honestly, modern recommendation systems are extremely sophisticated. Sometimes they understand your interests before you consciously realize them yourself. And this is exactly why social media is no longer just entertainment. It's behavioral AI. When most people think about AI, they imagine robots, futuristic assistants, or advanced software. But honestly, most people already interact with AI every single day. Social media algorithms are already forms of AI because they continuously analyze behavior, interests, emotional reactions, engagement patterns, and predictive actions. The system constantly asks, what is this person most likely to engage with next? And based on that prediction, the feed adapts in real time. This is why two people can open the exact same app and experience completely different worlds, different content, different recommendations, different creators, different emotional triggers. Everything becomes personalized. And once you understand this, something very powerful happens. You stop fighting the algorithm and you start working with it. Because now you understand the algorithm rewards attention and relevance, which means your goal is not to trick the system. Your goal is to create content people genuinely want to engage with. And that mindset changes everything. Now that you understand how algorithms work, let's talk about the most important part of all of this: people. Because algorithms do not create engagement, people do. And this is one of the biggest mistakes beginners make. They create content based on what they want to post, instead of what their audience actually wants to consume. Successful creators understand something very important. Attention comes from relevance, meaning people stop for content that feels connected to their interests, their problems, their desires, their curiosity, or their emotions. So before creating content, you need to understand what your audience already cares about. For example, if your niche is AI, business manifestation, relationships, fitness, self-improvement, or language learning, your audience already has specific interests and emotional triggers. And your content should align with those interests. This is exactly why inside your Pro checklist, one of the first viral content tasks is researching viral competitors. Because the market already shows you what people are paying attention to. One of the fastest ways to grow online is to stop trying to reinvent everything from zero. Seriously. Most viral creators are not inventing completely new concepts every day. They are modeling patterns that already work. And this is extremely important. Inside your checklist, you'll notice one of the first action steps is find at least 5 viral competitor accounts. Why? Because this immediately gives you proven content structures, proven hooks, proven emotional triggers, and proven audience interests. This saves enormous amounts of time. Instead of guessing, you begin with validated attention. And honestly, this is exactly how modern AI-assisted content systems work. You study patterns first, then analyze, adapt, improve, and personalize. This is strategic content creation, not random posting. Now, let's clarify something very important. Modeling is not copying. Those are completely different things. Copying means taking somebody else's exact content and reposting it identically. That is lazy, and honestly, it usually does not build a strong brand long-term. Modeling is different. Modeling means studying the structure, the pacing, the emotional hook, the storytelling, the engagement style, and then adapting it to your own niche, your own communication, and your own brand identity. And this is where AI becomes extremely powerful, because with AI, you can rapidly generate script variations, improve hooks, adapt messaging, create multiple content angles, and accelerate the creative process dramatically, which is exactly why your checklist includes generating 3 to 5 content scripts with AI. Because volume matters, testing matters, iteration matters, and the faster you test, the faster you learn what captures attention. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. Because honestly, we are entering a completely new era of content creation. Today, you no longer need a production studio, expensive equipment, massive teams, or years of technical experience to build an audience online. AI is changing the game completely. Right now, ordinary people can create faceless brands, AI-generated visuals, AI voiceovers, cinematic videos, automated workflows, and scalable content systems from a laptop. And this is exactly why traffic system number 1 is so powerful. Because this method allows people to build attention organically, without needing large advertising budgets. And honestly, this is one of the greatest opportunities of the modern creator economy, especially for people who are willing to learn, test, improve, and stay consistent. This is why your checklist focuses so heavily on creating content consistently, testing multiple videos, analyzing performance, and improving based on results. Because momentum online is built through repetition. Let's close this lesson with one final idea. The businesses that win attention usually win the market. Because attention creates visibility, trust, familiarity, audience, and eventually, sales. And this is why social media is so powerful, not because it's easy money, but because it gives ordinary people access to distribution. Today, a single piece of content can change a business, grow an audience, create opportunities, generate income, or completely transform somebody's life. And the beautiful part is, you do not need perfection to begin. You simply need consistency, strategy, experimentation, and the willingness to improve. So as you continue through traffic system number 1, viral AI content engine, remember this: the algorithm rewards attention, but attention comes from understanding people. And once you truly understand people, emotions, interests, and behavior, you stop chasing virality randomly, and you start building it strategically. Now let's move into the next step: building your social media brand and ecosystem. See you in the next lesson.